everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Crafting with V. If you are new here, welcome. So glad to have you. And if you're returning, thank you so much for returning. So what I have today is two more of the Micheal's paintings. Let's see if we can get these both in the screen. I got this one is a square. This one is a round drill. I actually didn't know this one was a square whenever I ordered it, but I've got it now, so we are definitely going to have to try this one out. I've heard some bad things about the square drills from Make Market, but I've never done it myself, so I will judge that on my own, and I will let y'all know what I think. But we are going to go ahead and unbox the square one first. So let's go ahead and pull this out. Isn't that just adorable? Look at that. I love little gingerbread men almost as much as I love snowmen. Is this? Okay, I got it. I thought it was going to be harder than that to take off of there. It says the contents of this is the canvas, 47 colors, the stylus, grip cover, craft tray, wax caddy, and instruction sheet. And this one is a 40.6 centimeter by 50.8 centimeter. So it's a fairly big one for a Make Market anyway. Let's see. Now, as far as what I'm seeing on the drill field, it doesn't look too bad. As far as just seeing it. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be bad. It doesn't mean that it's going to be good either. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these over here for right now. And we are going to get straight to looking at this. And I can't quite fit the whole thing in the camera right here. Let's see. Look at that. And the colors are not showing up as well as they should. Let me see if I tilt this, if y'all can see the colors better. No, not really, but this is a lot brighter than what it's showing in the camera. It's still got a lot of browns in it. That is something that it does have, is a lot of browns. But if you look, that is a much brighter red than what it's showing in my camera. I'm hoping that it turns out a little bit better. This right here is folded over a little bit, but it did not uncover any of the canvas, so I think that it'll be just fine. It seems pretty sticky, so that is a good thing. I really need to find a different place to record because here lately, my lighting in here is terrible. And I don't know what has changed that much. I could undo all of the curtains on the windows and everything, but if I do that, then it lets in too much light and all I have is a glare. That is actually a pretty thick cover sheet. Now this one I'm just going to hang up. I'm not going to put it back in the box, so that's the reason that I straightened it out. I just wish y'all could see how pretty that this is going to be. But one thing, we can try to look at the colors. But I'm going to show this to you real quick. I'm not going to take it out of the case or out of the package. It's got baggies in the toolkit, a caddy with red wax, a red tray, a red pen with a squishy, and I don't see any multi-placers in this one. So that's what we have in that. Of course, you got your instruction sheet. And what I've always said with the instruction sheets is it's probably better to look it up and look and watch somebody do it on YouTube rather than these. I learned by seeing it being done. So I don't know if everybody is that way, but if you want to use these, feel free to. But I just think it's easier to watch it being done myself. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this real quick. I don't believe there is any ABs in this, but we're going to look at the colors and see just how well this is. How well this is. Y'all know what I mean. Okay. So there was 41 colors. I think I already told y'all that. But we're going to look at these. See, even these are not coming out. Well, they look a little bit better if I hold it right about there. They look closer than the other one did. Up closer to the camera. Dark browns. All sorts of browns. There's going to be a lot of different colors in these. I like this reddish brown. I wonder if that one is going to be in the gingerbread. I think it should. And we got greens for the trees. This is like a peach color. More greens. And orange. That is a lot darker than what it's showing up there. And two more greens. Let's see how these oranges look in the camera. See if they look anywhere close. See, this one right here, I've got to do something about this. Hold on. Let's see. Where are my settings at? I may have to edit this a little bit. Camera. And we're going to go to this one. Is that any better as far as the colors go? I think that is showing them a little bit better. It's still not perfect because this is a red or like a red orange, but it's definitely not showing that in the camera. A bunch of tans, grays, browns, and that's like a lime green, a light lime green, not that real bright one, but a light one. Some reds, some browns, and another green. And we got one more strand of drills here. Hopefully this is not one that I've already done, but if it is, we get to look at it again. Isn't that just great? Start over because I don't think I was in camera on that one. Okay, look at those. I cannot wait. This is such a pretty canvas. I think I'm going to have to start going back to recording with my phone instead of the webcam. I thought that it would be easier this way, but I think that the webcam is just going to be whenever I am camping or away from the house, stuff like that. I'm going to leave that like that because I'm going to switch it back here in just a few minutes. Let's get these all laid out. See if I can do this and still be able to fold them up right. You think I can? I'm terrible at doing this, so hopefully I can get it folded up right. No, not that many times. Okay, so I think they had it folded like right about there. And then they folded this over sort of like that. Is that how it was done? Let's kind of tip that one back in and see if I did it and I can get them back in the package. Come here. Okay, so maybe not perfect at all, but I think that it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to write on this gingerbread make market. That isn't going to work. Okay. Let's see. I was hoping I wasn't. I'll put that on there later. Let's switch back to, let's see. Can y'all see it better that way? Let's see. Nope. Okay, so what I can do, oops. You still get the glare, oops, of the light. Well, that ain't working. Right there. Now, it's not perfect at all, but at least you can see more of the colors in it. Isn't that just a beautiful painting? And I'll try to get you close and see if it'll focus. Nope, it's not going to focus, but I will say, trust me, that is a really clear drill field as far as I can tell. Just an absolutely beautiful painting. Sorry if my hands are shaking a little bit. I'm not used to holding the camera like this. But isn't that just a gorgeous painting? Okay, so let's flip it around. How about that? Remind me to cut the camera right there and then flip it around. It's still not that great of a view on it, but anyway, it is a really, really pretty canvas. I do really like this one, and I kind of want to start it just so I can see how these squares are going to be. But then again, I don't want to start it. Go figure. Okay, so what camera are we on? We're on this camera. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it back over to the other camera. There we go. We'll flip it back up to that one, and I want to get this next one out. We're going to flip this one over so we can look at the next one. Stardust, I know you wait until I start recording and then you think you have to be in my lap or whatever, or is that just your time that you know that you can hop in my lap? This cat, anytime I scoot away from the table while I'm diamond painting, I'll be up close to it diamond painting, and she'll sit there and watch and wait until I scoot away from the table. And then she's like, oh, there's my spot. I've got to get it. Oh, and I forgot to show y'all this right here is the one that we are unboxing. It's called what is this one called? I don't see a name on it. Up at the top, it just says Christmas Noel. So I'm not sure if it actually has a name. But anyway, just to show you, it's the exact same toolkit. The red pen with the squishy baggies, wax, and a tray with a funnel. Okay, I'm going to put this back over there. And let's look at this one. Now this, once again, you get your instruction sheets that show you how to diamond paint. You know how I feel about that. Just watch a YouTube video so you can see exactly how it's done if you've never diamond painted before. And then go from there. Okay. So let's look at this one. Isn't this just so pretty? I don't understand this right here because the other one was folded like this too on the cover sheet right there. I don't know why it folded up right there in particular, but it did. Let's go ahead and do this, even though this one actually doesn't need this that much. I'm probably going to put more wrinkles in it than it had before I did that. Look at that. Very, very pretty. We got Santa in his sleigh. There's a little village down here. I'm not sure how these houses and stuff down here are going to turn out. It could be pixelated, and his face, I'm a little bit worried about his face. But I think the reindeer and the sleigh will be just fine. And then you got the night sky. Looks like it's kind of blended through there. So I think that that's going to be really, really pretty. And this one is a round drill painting. The other one was a square drill. So I think that might be why the colors are more true to color on this one. Because the other one, I think, is going to be brighter than what it was showing. But this one, I think, is going to be pretty close to this. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then you've got, right here, it looks like there's smoke coming out of a chimney. So I really think that this is going to be pretty. These are round drills. They seem to look okay. And the Make Market round drill one that I just finished, the Red Queen, that one, I had no trash hardly at all in that one. The drills were great. Oh, look at that. There is a special drill in here. Only one, but there is a special drill. Yay! Look at that. Okay, let's turn this over so we can look at it. It's gold. Those are like a gold rhinestone. And then the rest of the colors are just normal colors. But these ones seem to look a little better in the camera too. I don't know why. Maybe the lighting changed in here. Because it is a dark and dreary day today. Or not dreary, but dark. Or cloudy. Not dark. Cloudy. On and off it's been, the clouds have been coming out, and then the sun will pop out for a little bit. See? These are really dark colors right here, and I think that these are going to be the sky colors. And you got the dark maroon red, some greens. Man, I wish this was showing the colors so much better. Got all of these. Look at that. Okay, one more set of drills, and then we are done with this unboxing. For today, anyway. I like this yellow. Even though it doesn't look too spectacular in the camera, that's a really pretty yellow. And we got a red. And these colors are just nothing compared. Like this one is pretty close to the color that it is. And then we got some more browns, tans, reds, another brown, some darker blues, and another blue. So, this is what we have, but I want to look the plus sign. We are going to look for that gold on here in just a second. And I think that I can already see it, where it's going to be at in this canvas. And if so, I think it's the perfect spot for it. Put that one in the middle. Kind of fold that one over. I need to remember how many on top there is whenever I do this, so that I can get these the right length, because that's definitely not the right length. Okay, let's do this again. We'll fold it to right here. Instead, then I'm going to tuck those few in right there so that I can hold on to it. I think I'm getting better at that. What do y'all think? Am I getting better at putting these drills back in here? I sure hope so, because I am absolutely terrible at it. Okay. There we go. But we're going to look at this really, really quick. And I'm so sorry it's so dark. I hate that. But all of this right here, where the harness is on the reindeer, all of that is plus. There's some on that's mixed in with the red part of the harness in here. And then on the reindeer's face. And then on the sled, all of this outlining of the sled is that gold AB. There's some right here where he's holding on to the reins. And then there's some right here, some more on the sled. So it's just going to be all in the sled for that gold rhinestone. I think that that's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So, which one do you like best? Do you like the Santa? Or do you like the gingerbread? I don't know. I think I kind of like the gingerbread the best out of these two. But Santa is pretty cute as well. Anyway, everyone take care. And if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about this. And I will see you in the next video. I don't know what I did with the other box. Right there. Look. So, let me know which one you think is best. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.